Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and we would like you all to forgive us for our inconsistency in our uploads, and we'll make sure that we come up with great content to cover up for the delay. Okay, wait a second. I have something on my hand. I'll show you. A transmutation circle. Okay, let me try something with it. Cool, right? I mean, hot, right? Okay, let's jump on into the video. As you might have seen from the title of the video, today we are going to talk about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. So Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood aired on April of 2009 and still till date stands on the number 1 position on my anime list with a strong rating of 9.18. Other than that, it has a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes and a 9.1 rating on IMDb. So what is the story of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood? Two brothers, Edward Elric and Alphonse Elric, search for a way to restore their damaged bodies after an attempt to revive their dead mother using alchemy, which turns out to be a big disaster. So, one loses his right hand and left leg, while the other loses his whole body and has his soul attached to a suit of armor. So, let me explain what is alchemy. Alchemy Okay. Alchemy is a science where one understands the structure of matter, breaks it down, and then rebuilds. However, it is not an all powerful technique as one cannot create something out of nothing. If one wishes to gain something, one must present something of equal value. This is the concept of equivalent exchange, the fundamental basis of alchemy. However, there is a taboo in alchemy: human transmutation, which is exactly what the Elric brothers did, and that's how Ed lost his limbs and Al lost his whole body. FMA Brotherhood has a really clever plot. I mean, I couldn't find any plot holes in it. I thought it was a proper storyline which never goes away from the main plot, all within the 64 episodes. Each and everything that happened in the anime stays connected to the main plot, and it has happened for a reason. Yes, there was an episode which sort of was like a recap, but even in that episode, there are elements that you just cannot miss. Brotherhood is a legendary anime because it has a blend of topics like science, war, religion, nationalism, truth, etc. etc. I know you must have noticed that I stressed on the word truth because, yes, when you watch the anime, you will realize why I did that, and I would really encourage you to watch the anime to understand why I did that. Other than that, I know that I haven't mentioned many other topics that this anime graces, but if I did that, this video will go on and on for days. I mean, the philosophical roots of this anime are too deep and there are too many to keep track of. I have to talk about the characters in this anime because every other character in this anime brings a different level of greatness to it. Like, come on, Edward Elric is a hero who is short tempered and he gets angry when someone calls him short. Yeah, and on the contrary, Alphonse Elric is a sweet natured guy who is very light hearted. Like, I am not just going to talk about the main characters, even the supportive characters or the side characters that appear in the anime for just 1 or 2 episodes are not made here for the sake of it. Detailing effort has been put into every other character. Now, if you have watched the anime, then you would know why I had fire coming out of my hands and then why I had something called a transmutation circle on my hand. So yes, there are some amazing characters like Roy Mustang, Riza Hawkeye, Maze Hughes, Major Armstrong, and many others. Because if I were to name them all, every other character in this anime is just great. Next up, the Ishbalan War. Now, I know that I had to mention it here in this video because if I did not mention it, I don't know how the fans will butcher me. And you will get to see how the a war affects the lives of every other character in this anime. And the Ishbalan War is a important thing that happens in the anime because it has a major effect to the story. I'll stop right there because I don't want to spoil anything, and yes, I do not want to give out anything. In anime, people start often liking the villains. I mean, some villains just are simply badass, while some have an amazing backstory, which let us accept their motivation to an extent. In Full Metal Alchemist, I really don't know how I feel about the villains. They are seven inhuman creatures called the homunculi. Each of the seven represent the seven deadly sins. Not every homunculi is straight up evil, as they are actually just emotions, and yet they are quite complex and quite compelling. Now, even we humans have greed, lust, gluttony, pride, envy, wrath, and sloth. Any of it could be the end of us. Well, this is also why they are called the seven deadly sins. I will leave it up to you to try and understand these characters when you watch the anime. One of the most important things that I want to talk about is Full Metal Alchemist. Yes, you heard it right. Full Metal Alchemist, not Brotherhood, not the one this whole video is based on. Because Full Metal Alchemist was the first edition of this whole anime series, which aired in 2003. Now, I have come across a lot of people who criticize that anime for going away from the manga and diverge into a different plot of its own. The one of the most important reason for it is that when that anime aired in 2003, the manga was still ongoing, so they did not have a definite ending, so they went towards a story of their own. It is actually a beautiful anime on its own. It is a different story, a different anime, and I don't think people should criticize it so much. And I would love to make a video on it, but that is for some other day. Back to Brotherhood. Brotherhood has some really amazing animation and some really cool fight scenes. Let me tell you, the voice acting in Japanese as well as in English are really both great. You could watch it in any language of your choice. You can take my word on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and watch it without second thoughts, cause I am pretty sure you would love it. So this is our very first video on an anime, so let us know if you like this video and comment down below what you think about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And till then, like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to our channel, click on the bell icon, and suggest us what more animes, books or movies that you want us to make videos on, and we'll talk about it with you. Till then, Jane!